let's get started on fitting the new wheels on the box. If you can't tell, these are 17-inch CRV 3rd gen stocks, and we're going to be putting it 19-inch Performance Model 3 wheels. So they're Tesla stocks. And these are the Tesla stocks we're fitting, 19 by 8.5 plus 40. All right, so we're going to be attempting to fit the rears first because I'm pretty sure on the rears, I just have to trim a little bit. I got one at a time, so I had to find all four and then mount the wheels or tires. There it is. Come on, please tuck rim. There's no way it doesn't tuck rim. We got baby tilt. We got like 2 degrees, but it looks dope. Obviously, I think I'm gonna have to roll this a little bit because it's right there. All right, so if you look at this, it's actually a lot better, and my quarter still looks good. So no damage to the quarter. I do have a fender roller, but right here is too small of a point. My fender roller doesn't reach, so it was either a hammer or an angle grinder, but I think it looks good. Let's test fit again, and we'll do the other side. Fitment for right now. All right, so now that one wheel is done, let's go to the other side and do the same thing. All right, so in normal Florida fashion, it starts fucking raining. So I was only able to get the rears, and I actually happened to notice that one of the rims is different. I thought they were all the same. I guess not. So I'm gonna keep looking for that fourth one. All right, but this is how it's sitting right now. This is not the final form of the car or final height. I do want to go lower. I needed to tuck rim on all fours, but right now I haven't even drove it. As you can see, tucks a good little bit of tire. Obviously they're 19, so it's easy to tuck them, but I do want to tuck rim with these. But yeah, what we're gonna do now is take it for a spin and then just make sure we're not rubbing, and then we'll come back and hopefully it stops raining and we can do the fronts. Fuck, that shit's so sexy. All right, so it's very common for stance heads to basically do this when they camber out this kind of suspension. You would either cut this, like shave it down, and then this bolt, you'd basically slot it this way so that the head goes that way. What I did is basically take a smaller bolt. So this is my OEM bolt, and this is my smaller one. As you can see, it's not as thick, right? Which is the biggest difference. It's a little bit longer, which is fine. So basically, I put that bolt here, just to show you guys. I put the bolt, I put a washer on the end, and then I have a nut. That nut, I'm basically gonna put in here. If you leave it like this, it's stock, right? There's actually no difference than having the other bolt. But because the bolt is smaller, it allows you to push the arm in, right? You push the arm in and then you tighten it. Obviously, it's not tight right now, so it's moving. But basically, it'll be like this once it's tightened. Let me tighten it up and I'll show you guys. All right, so it's starting to rain again, but basically tightened it. This is the bolt, a washer, and then a nut. And as you can see, it's angled slightly in. I want to say that's going to give me about 2 to 3 degrees of camber. All right, guys, so with Florida, it didn't stop raining. So it kept going. I wasn't able to finish. So today's the next day. We're going to get right back into it. I need to finish today because I work tomorrow. So I need a car to drive. Let's go. All right, now the car's already lifted. All we really need to do is start taking this one apart again. And I'm going to roll the fender first because I know I'm not going to have any turn radius if I don't roll it right now. So let's get started on that. And then hopefully today we attempt to fix the fender and hood gap because that annoys me. So we finally got the coilover out. Now we just need to release the bolt right here, and we can swap out the springs and then go from there. All right, so now that we're back, that we ended up cutting a little bit more off of it. Let's see if it fits. That's a lot better. As you can see, there's still some wiggle room, so we could raise this higher so there's no preload. Then we'll put this, and then this one, and then this one, which that's the one we need to adjust. All right, so here it is. As you can see, preload is adjusted. I do need to tighten them once they're on the car, same height as normal, and then we just need to put it back on. All right, so per ChatGPT, when you have a spring, a Swift one specifically, and you cut certain coils out of it, it makes it stiffer. So the original one that I had, this one, before I cut it, it had a total of 7 coils and it was 30K. When you cut 3 coils, which is what I did, it ends up being 52.5K. So I guess I have 52K springs going in the box and then 12K still in the rear. Fuck it. Okay, so now that the coilover is back in, we're going to put the hub and connect it all back up with the camber, and we're going to roll the fender to hopefully clear the wheel. And hopefully we're done on this side and we just need to repeat. Once we figure out how to lower the rear without actually having to cut the wheel well, the rear on these, the camber isn't as easy as like my old Civic or that kind of car. This is just a rear straight axle beam. You can only camber it by either adding washers to the rear hub, which fucks up your alignment, or 2, cutting and welding the axle beam. 1, I want to do the washers, but I'm not sure if I want to fuck up my toe that bad and then having to go through tires constantly. 2, I don't really know how to weld, so I can't really cut and weld the beam. The front we're not going to lower until we figure out the rear. Right now it's sort of matching. It looks like a good ride height. Alright guys, so it's been about a week and a half since the last clip, and basically the Tesla wheels are installed. Behind the scenes, I actually went and lowered the front a bit because it was way too high. Like, it looked like a donk. So I lowered it a little bit. The only concern I have right now is the rear. The rear still has the stock coilover spring, which to my knowledge is an 8K. Anytime I take a bump, it rubs because the rear on these, I can't camber that easily. So it's rubbing a lot on the sidewall. So I went and I got some 4-inch 30K springs from one of the guys. And essentially I'm going to put these in the rear and hopefully that helps with the rubbing. Alright, so I removed the adjusting part of the perch. Now it's just the spring. We're going to put the wheel back on. As you can see, this is where it's been eating my tire. And I've hammered the quarter as much as I could to try to clearance it, nothing. So we're going to put it back on and see if hopefully this solves it. It's going to go. That looks pretty good. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hit the like, subscribe, let's go.